interesting, realistic West Ham text. Do you want me to read it?
Go on in.
Realistic West Ham fan. This is Rob, West Ham. Have we had a better season than Arsenal? No. Probably not a better season than any of the top four. Outside of that, perhaps so. Rice is going, deservedly so. I wanted Moyes gone, but now I'm glad he's staying. Calling the trophy third rate is a bit of an insult. Yes, it's third competition, but so was Cup Winners' Cup, and that was never called third rate. Now, it's a good text because he's realistic, but you had to win something to get in the Cup Winners' Cup, am I right? You had to win the Cup.
The cup.
You didn't have to win anything to get in. You have to come seventh.
I haven't got a problem with the cup.
We haven't got a problem with the trophy.
It has a place. It has a place.
But it's not champions of Europe.
No, and you can't be saying you've had a better season than someone that challenged for the title. That's what's got me. And Ali McCoist has got me.
We got Ali on. He's ringing up.
Get Ali on. Let's go and speak to Eddie. I think I know who Eddie is. Eddie, good evening.
Hi, Ed.
All right, Ed.
How are you?
Yeah,
we just arrived back from Prague.
Right, okay. How
Enjoy
was
it?
it?
And I had a fabulous time.
I bet you
Absolutely.
did.
I mean, listen, I went, I'm nearly 70. I went 64, Preston North End, 65. I actually went to World Cup final. I went to Fulham, Arsenal, and I went to Cardiff. And now I've been to Prague. And we ain't better than Arsenal, but it was a fantastic cup for us to win. What's wrong with that?
No, nothing. No, nothing at all, Eddie. And I've been trying to pains to get that message across. That actually, well done. It is
I don't think
it's a good
that's
achievement.
the message come over from all West Ham supporters, and I don't think all West Ham supporters want David Moyes out. I never did. Go back to my previous calls. I've never wanted Moyes out. I mean, I don't know if he might go, but who the bloody hell are we going to get instead of him?
No, he's not going anywhere. But
I don't need him to go. He needs to sort the team out. We aren't playing. We played bloody lousy. The last we were very, very lucky at the back end of the season. I'm not a supporter that says, "Oh, we've been fabulous," because we haven't. You know, we've managed to get mid-table. We were struggling, and we need a few new players. We need to sort it out. And Ricey was going, and we can use his money and use it wisely. And that's what we need to do. Use that money wisely. Get someone up front, not a bloody forward that's got an injury that comes over and doesn't do anything. You know, we've had enough of the Scamattas and the Allers and the other players that come. We need a decent...
Well, it's the recruitment, isn't it? It's all about getting the recruitment right.
So who replaces Declan then, Eddie? Obviously, you're going to use his money. Have you got anyone in the team? Well, Flynn Downs, is he looking like he can replace him?
The problem is, I would think that Phillips would replace him, but we ain't about afford his wages off. Yeah. That's the problem. And, you know, they're talking like him going to Man United and us getting McTominay. You know, well, McTominay ain't no better than any of our players that we got at the moment. So I don't really know. He plays a funny game, like, doesn't he? He's an unusual player, the way he plays. And I don't know that you're going to replace him. Pakutari's playing really well now. He's actually turning it on a bit. He wasn't at first. It takes a while, doesn't it, for these foreign players to get into
sometimes,
the
yeah.
And he's playing well. And if we could just get somebody like, I don't know, Phillips would be great, but I don't know. What do you think? Who else is out there that we could spend 50, 60 million?
Well, I mean, it's such an important role, isn't it? That defensive.
Yes.
But he's not that. See, here's a question for you, Ed.
Sure.
I think that we're going to see another version of Declan Rice, actually. I think that there's a chance that we might see a bit more. He is a box-to-box midfielder. Yeah. He's got the capability, he's got the legs, he's got the range, he's got the fitness. I wonder whether we might see him turning into a little bit more of a goal-scoring midfielder, you know.
Yeah, 100%. And he should score more goals.
Yes, he should.
You know, he's playing in a side that's struggling.
Yeah.
You know, we've struggled and we do need it. And by Christ, you know, when he's not playing, we do notice it. He is such a
I like Flynn Downs. I liked him at Ipswich. I liked him at Swansea. And now Declan Rice has gone. Do you think he'll get more of an opportunity?
I do. And as I said, I don't, you know, buying McTominay or someone like that, we've got Flynn Downs. He's just as good.
Yeah, I agree.
Really, you know, but we do need someone up front. I mean, Antonio, bless him. You know, I mean, he runs and he plays well.
Yeah, I thought last night, he looked a little bit... he's done a brilliant job for you boys, honestly, because he came... Didn't he come as a right midfielder?
Right back,
Right back, right inside, yeah.
They've all played well this season. They've all done their well, but I think there's time now to replace Antonio with someone up front who can play with BeIN and Ben Rama. And, you know, it's not a bad side then. It's not fabulous, but it's not a bad side. You know, we've got a decent back four. We need I think we're going to need a new keeper. I think Fab's probably at the end of his time now. But anyway, listen, it was a fabulous. I'll tell you what it was. I couldn't get a ticket. They wanted 1,600 quid for a ticket when we were down there. We managed to get some guys to come down to 1,100 quid, but we ummed and ahed, and we said there's 4 of us. It was like, it was the Musketeers.
$4.5 grand.
All for one. Anyway, we went to the fan zone.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, guys, that was so well organised.
Oh, good.
It was fantastic.
Brilliant.
It was fantastic. It had all the food organised. It had the toilets were clean and they were good. Your big stand. You could sit. No, it was. There was probably 8,000-10,000 of us there, and it was such a great night. It seriously was. So,
listen, Ed, appreciate the call. Enjoy it.
I enjoyed it, and I don't suppose honestly in my lifetime, maybe not again, but
maybe not. Maybe
it was great.
All right, matey. Have a good weekend. Cheers,
Congrats,
Ed.
Ed.
There he is. Eddie, West Ham fan, regular caller on Sports Bar.
Yeah.
Cheers, Ed.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.